You are watching a match, a striker sprints free, scores a brilliant goal, and yet everyone on the pitch stops dead. The referee blows his whistle. The goal vanishes. You are told it is because of an invisible, shape-shifting line that exists only in the minds of the officials and a computer in a windowless room. Welcome to the offside rule. It is not actually a rule against cheating. It is a rule against being too fast. Here is exactly how it works. To understand the core mechanic, forget the ball for a second. Focus on the last defending player, excluding the goalkeeper. That player creates a moving boundary across the grass. If you are an attacker, you cannot be closer to the opponent's goal than that boundary at the exact millisecond your teammate passes you the ball. It is a question of timing, positioning, and geometry. Miss it by an inch and the play dies. The rule exists for a very simple historical reason. Without it, the game becomes unwatchable. Attackers would simply camp out next to the opposing goalkeeper, waiting for a long, ugly kick down the field. No passing, no midfield, no art. Just tall players standing in a box waiting for a giant launch. The rule forces teams to actually play the sport. It forces them to pass through a defense rather than just bypassing it entirely. But modern tactics have turned this basic restriction into a weapon. Smart defenders do not just run backward to chase an attacker. They do the exact opposite. They deliberately run forward together right before a pass is made. This is called the offside trap. 1 second, the attacker is perfectly safe. The next second, the floor has dropped out beneath them. It requires flawless chemistry, absolute bravery, and a total lack of fear. One player stepping late ruins the whole thing. There's a massive wrinkle that confuses almost every newcomer, and honestly, a lot of lifelong fans too. Being in an offside position is not actually against the rules. You can stand there all day if you want to. The infraction only occurs if you actively touch the ball, interfere with an opponent, or gain an advantage from being there. If you simply stand still and pretend you are a statue while your teammate runs past you from a deep position, the game continues. It is a passive crime. This brings us to the massive tournament happening right now on your television. In the 2026 World Cup, teams are pressing higher up the pitch than ever before, trusting semi-automated cameras to catch a stray shoulder blade or a kneecap crossing that invisible line. It has turned a game of instinct into a game of millimeters. Whether you like it or not, a team's entire tournament destiny now rests on a freeze frame. So, to recap, the line moves constantly. It requires you to watch the passer and the runner at the exact same moment. It punishes laziness, rewards perfect timing, and drives billions of people completely insane every single weekend. No exceptions, no excuses, no escape. The game has not changed. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.